guys, what's up? This is a brand new card introduced within the Extreme Forces pack and a new member of the Rocket family, previously known as Varret. Its purpose is to sweep and destroy opponents' monsters. This card is Shellrokket Dragon. It is a level 2 Dark Dragon monster with 1100 attack and 2000 defense. And its effect is you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect is when a linked monster's effect is activated that targets this card, its quick effect, you can destroy this card, then choose one monster in the same column as the zone this card occupied, and if you do, destroy it. And if you do that, destroy all monsters occupying monsters adjacent to the zone that chosen destroyed monster occupied, if any. The second effect is, during this end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed by battle or card effect and sent there from the field this turn, you can special summon one rocket monster from your deck, except Shellrokket Dragon. The first effect enables multiple destruction, provided you can time this card correctly, or if your opponent has a lot of cards on the field. At most, you could be looking to destroy up to 3 monsters at the same time. This is beneficial for removing the support for a particular linked monster, as often they may have abilities only when they are linked to other monsters. The main downside to this card is that its effect can only be used if it is targeted by an opponent's linked monster. This means the opponent must be unaware of this card's effect, and there are many workarounds to deal with this card. Such an example is running this over with an effect monster, or using the linked monster before using its effect. So at best, this card may just stall your opponent's linked monster from using its effect until perhaps main phase 2, which won't really make any difference. The other issue is your opponent will foresee this strategy and will proceed to trying to eliminate any monster that shares the same column, either by attributing it or using it in another way, for example, for an Exceed summon to a different zone to avoid its effect, or to create just another link monster. The second effect enables this card to summon a rocket monster from your deck, therefore getting your resources together faster and enabling you to go into combos. In the article, it states the first effect has a different use of text that hasn't been used elsewhere. They mentioned this will require ruling clarifications as a result. They mentioned specific clarification is if it lets you destroy more than one monster alongside the first, and if diagonal zones count as adjacent. In my opinion, I don't necessarily think they are. I don't think with the link format changes they want to confuse any more people, especially maybe newer duelists who might have gone through to see up to Arc V and then suddenly a massive field change may potentially confuse them. I don't think they'll plan to do any more of that, at least not for the time being. Personally for me, this card reminds me a little bit of Volcanic Scattershot, the ability to send multiple cards to the graveyard, and even when you look at the design, it's quite similar to how the Volcanics look. So what do you guys think about this card? Do you think it is a nice effect, that it is quite diverse, or is it too specific to see use? Are the stats okay for you, or do you think this is too much for a level 2 monster? For me personally, a level 2 to have these stats is completely unheard of. Perhaps if this card had 0 attack and 2000 defense, that might be justified, but typically you won't see level 2 monsters with anything more than maybe 1000 attack or defense. And lastly, how can you see this card being played in the future? Leave your comments down below, whatever you think. Subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it, and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss anything. And as always, thank you for taking the time to watch.
Some things will never change.